Hello, people. Did you miss me? This is your conscious speaking. It is JBobby, the one, the myth, the legend. I'm here. The ninth wonder of the world is back. Let's fucking go!
Yeah!
The end days, baby. Listen, how you guys doing today?
I'm all right. I'm doing better than anyone else ever has or ever will be.
Ever will be?
Yeah.
Sounds like you're making money.
Nah.
Listen, man, you know, your boy Draymond, you know, you're a Golden State, how do I call this? You're a Golden State sexual.
Your side piece, because the Celtics are the man.
Yes. Draymond is back,
Yeah.
and he said Draymond said he almost retired, but Adam Silver talked him out of it. So how do you feel about that?
I'm thankful, man. I truly am thankful because Golden State needs Draymond Green. And not only does Golden State need Draymond Green, but Stephen Curry to play his best basketball, to play his most lethal basketball. They need Draymond Green. Klay Thompson needs Draymond Green. He is the creation of shots. He opens everything up for that offense. Yes, Steph Curry is a great player, and Klay Thompson can get their shots without Draymond Green. But with Draymond Green on the court, this is the dynasty. And they're going to run the ship till the end. What did we hear? We said, I'm pretty sure this past week, it comes out that the Golden State Warriors are committing to their older guys. They're committing to the Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green trio for till the end. And they're going to ride those guys out. And yes, you develop the young guys with that, but I don't think we've ever seen a dynasty like this ride their old heads to the end.
Free Kuminga. Listen, bro, I want to say it like this. My thing is your whole plan, because you knew that core was getting older at this point, was the plan for the future. Everybody that you drafted has been a bust or you haven't been using them right?
Yep.
You see the thing with James Wiseman, that didn't work out. You see with Jordan Poole, we thought that was going to be the future. Draymond punched him. Then you see Kuminga, he's not getting enough minutes. He is frustrated, and they don't know what to do with Kuminga, but obviously we see that Kuminga is a bucket and that's somebody that they can use and that could advance the Warriors. But they're not using him at this point. Draymond, he's a liability on offense. And in this league, you have to be able to score. His defense is not accounting for the offense that everybody else is producing. That is not stopping the young boys that can just shoot from half court at this point. Everybody can do that. The league has changed. Draymond isn't the same defender that you need. Those young boys will bust his ass. He is not creating enough opportunity for Steph and Klay for them to get off, because you see how they were struggling. And then he was out. They went on a little winning streak. You saw that lineup when they committed to the young boys. And so what they were doing, that made them a better team. So do they need Draymond right now? No. So if Draymond would have retired, would they miss him? No, because his time is up.
And it's bullshit, too. I don't think he was really going to retire. I think Draymond, he has his own pod. He's got a very good pulse on NBA discourse and rhetoric. And there's only one way to come back after you punch someone in the face and, like, have people be favorable to you. And it's to say, oh, well, I was going to retire. Like, he's just playing the victim card. It's like, you're going to, like, leave me for someone else? Like, oh, I'm going to jump off a bridge then. Like, so it's like, oh, what are you crazy? Like, he's like the psycho, like, girlfriend. Like, it makes no sense. What you were talking about with the draft picks, though, that almost to me feels like the law of averages, like, coming back and biting the Warriors in the ass. Because it's crazy how they hit home runs on Steph, Klay, Dre, and now it's just like, yeah, now here comes. So you hit home runs there. They're going to strike out on not Kuminga, but Poole, Wiseman, all those other guys. So it's interesting time for Golden State. They passed up LaMelo. They passed up, I think, Anthony And passing
Edwards.
up LaMelo is the most slept on what if in not NBA history, but it's very slept on.
They could have had Tyrese.
They could have had a lot
and
of good
even
players.
if LaMelo didn't fit in that scheme, like, that's still a guy you could trade for a superstar right now.
I wouldn't want to hate on their draft class selections, though, because they've had some unbelievable late first round picks. I mean, you brought up Jordan Poole as a potential bust, but he was brilliant for them. He's one of the main reasons.
You're right.
Why
I don't think they regret that
championship.
pick because they wouldn't have won without him.
You're not wrong, but that's not the point. The point is the future to build beyond that. Yes, those were pieces that helped Steph Curry and Klay, but the point was to draft those guys to take over the ship.
And what they realized, Tom Brady was not done yet. And they had to ride him out
How did
forever.
you get to Tom Brady?
The last 5
How did we
years
just
of
get to
Brady
Tom Brady?
and no, listen to me. The last 5 years
Too
when
much
Brady
Boston in this man's blood.
No. the last 5 years of Tom Brady in New England, it was like, we want to get him out of there. We want him to retire. And then all of a sudden it was like, wait, Brady is still really good. Brady's still going to be able to play championship football, and he's going to win Super Bowls, and he is our guy. That's what Golden State figured out over the past couple of years. Is that Stephen Curry still has 5 to 7 years of basketball left, and you have to gear for it to be Stephen Curry's team surrounded around Steph Curry.
But the thing is, Steph Curry never got bad. The rest of the team got horrible.
Fine.
Like Clay wasn't Clay of old. Draymond wasn't Draymond of old. Those two pieces didn't hold up.
Wiggins playing like shit this year is maybe the biggest difference between the team now and their championship team.
Brother, I'm glad you said that.
Because
Iggy retiring was a big part of that. Because Iggy got replaced by who? Wiggins. And Wiggins was that guy that was supposed to fill in with him.
He was great in the finals.
The sensei that was coaching him is gone. And then Wiggins with the shit. So it's just the same thing, bro. It's just like they thought about the future, but it didn't. What their plan was, it didn't happen.
Are we harping on a guy like Draymond or Klay Thompson too much, and we need to be full force on the fact that this Golden State Warrior dynasty collapse is because of Andrew Wiggins?
No.
Nah, because,
no.
I'm not gonna blame Andrew Wiggins for like kind of coming back. Like he was just playing great in Golden State. Like
he's the type of guy that feeds off the play of his big guys, right? So the thing about Andrew Wiggins, when he came to the league, his comparison was LeBron James, which was fucking crazy, right? Yeah. And he had so much pressure to be that guy and to live up to that hype. He couldn't, right? But he came into a situation where he didn't have to be that guy, where he can just use his athletic talent and ball out. Yeah. And that was the perfect fit for him. Now the guys that you see like Steph, Clay, Draymond, they're not balling. There's no synergy in the offense. And then they expect you to step up and have another level. He couldn't be that guy either. That's just not him, and he will never be that guy. But when you have Clay, you have everybody clicking to end this point. When you have everybody clicking, Andrew Wiggins does well, but it's not his fault.
I'll have the final word on this point. It's about commitment, and it's about patience and believing in your guys that you.
Yes, coach. Sorry, go ahead.
Golden State is going to win a 5th championship with Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green, and I will stand on that hill for the rest of time. Steph Curry could be 67 years old, and I'll still be preaching that. But my goodness, Curry ain't going to leave this league without one more.
You know what? We didn't even speak about this. I'm glad that you brought that up, my brother.
Yeah, it's a great topic.
I'm glad that you brought that up.
Listen, the first time you had me, bro, you brought it up.
That's not going to happen. You know why? Because they can't
Wemby.
No. Because they can't beat the Denver Nuggets, bro. They haven't beat them in 2 years. It's about to be going on 3. They won, 6 straight? They came back. They were up 17. My bad. 16 in the fourth quarter with 5 minutes left.
This happened last Thursday, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then they came back and spanked that ass. And not only did they spank that ass, you know how they won? Jokic with the ball, the game on the line, a Steph Curry type 3.
Yeah.
Bang!
That hurt you.
Not only bang, but in the fucking Golden State Warriors Chase Bank Arena, whatever that is, because it's not the Oracle. I don't know why they moved, but I will say this. Jokic proved that he's the best player in the fucking world, motherfucker. Yeah.
Eat it. Suck it.
But anyway, Giannis. I said it right, Giannis. I know you keep giving me shit, but it's not Giannis. It's Giannis. The G is silent.
Can you do the last name right?
Antetokounmpo.
Answer is no, I guess.
Antetokounmpo.
I'm pretty sure.
Say his last name right when he stops traveling. When he stops traveling, then award him.
Or he can learn how to shoot.
How do you say his last name?
Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo.
Just say Antetokounmpo. Just Kumpo.
There's 2 T's. Okay. Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo. I can't do it slow. Yeah, let him roll.
Speaking of Giannis, the Bucks suck.
They do. Their point of attack defense is absolute ass. Damian Lillard isn't playing right now. When he is playing, he's a big reason of why their point of attack defense is absolute ass. When the Bucks have been good the last 5 years, it's been because they've had a sick defense anchoring them. It doesn't exist anymore. They're a fugazi team right now. They have enough talent where they could pull it together. It's on the coach, too, in my opinion. It's a rookie coach. I don't know his name. It's a tough thing to deal with, but their rotations don't make a whole lot of sense. They haven't shaped a good enough roster. I don't like what I'm seeing.
I think the thing that's scary to me is like we're giving them so much shit about not being the team that we expect them to be, but they're the 2 seed in the East.
Are they?
From last time I checked, they were the 2 seed.
They are.
Okay, my point. If they're the 2 seed,
They've lost 4 of their last 5.
but it doesn't matter. It's still a 2 seed. You have to do something right.
No,
to
you're
get to
right.
that point.
That's why even amidst all this, their championship odds probably have not shifted at all.
I think their problem is that Dame hasn't looked like Dame that we expected Dame to be.
He looks bad,
And Embiid is having the best season of his career.
And
well,
not
that has
only
nothing
that,
to do with.
Yes, it does, because Milwaukee's going to play the Sixers in round 2, and that's going to be
We're
the
not
decider.
talking about. I'm just talking about like why they're like losing right now, though.
Well, I'm just bringing up this idea that Giannis and the Bucks, although they might be, there come playoff time, the resurgence of this new look Sixers team is a threat to beat the Bucks, and it's not just going to be
when Joel Embiid's points per game drop off by 10 in the playoffs like they do every year. They're worried.
Joel
about that.
Embiid is the best player in basketball, and there is no
in the
debate
moments
to
he
that.
is, in the moments that don't matter. In the moments that matter, he's not. His percentages, his averages
for the
drop
Sixers.
in the
It's a tough
playoffs
schedule.
I think
every single time.
my point is that Giannis is in hell with Tyrese Halliburton, and there's nothing that they can do. The Pacers are spanking that ass consistently over and over again. He said when he gets freaky, all he can think about is fucking Tyrese Halliburton and that
crazy.
nasty
Yeah, that's a
ass
weird
jump shot.
take.
And it's to me, I feel like I gave Giannis a lot of slander, and people didn't like that too much because I feel like he's a fake nice guy. And then when he had a roid rage when he was like, "Where's my ball?" People,
That was ridiculous.
People are starting to see the true villain in the NBA, and it is Giannis. And I feel like Giannis has such a good story that he came up and like, it's like the American dream story. You move from a different country, you got it out the mud, and now you're just the greatest guy ever. But he's an asshole.
Also, the big companies love to like market and like play off that story. Like he lost in the first round, and Nike came out with a whole campaign about how failing isn't losing.
Yeah.
You know when he said that, he was like, that annoyed me so much when he was like, Michael Jordan, when he lost the years and he didn't win the finals, is that considered a failure? Michael Jordan would absolutely say each year he didn't win a finals is a failure. The Michael Jordan that we know would absolutely say each year he didn't win a championship is a failure. I don't know what the fuck.
I feel like your
Giannis was
dad
talking
told you
about.
that.
No. The Last Dance told me that.
Yeah, that's actually a fact. The Last Dance taught me.
I don't think
showed
that's a
me
crazy that
greatness.
like I wasn't born for Jordan. That was the best viewpoint of what Jordan was that I've ever had. It's a 10-part documentary.
No, I mean, I feel like the second we get a LeBron James Last Dance documentary, people are going to feel a certain type of way about LeBron, and he will be gone by that point. So people will miss LeBron even more. But once LeBron gets that kind of documentary,
I hope they wait when they do it. They wait a couple years.
Yes.
I don't get why the Patriots are doing that right now.
Bro,
when it's
Tom
so
Brady has
fresh.
made 12. That's the one thing I don't
No
like
one's
about it.
no one's nostalgic for the Patriots and Belichick right now because it just
Did
might
he
not
get
even
fired?
earn for Belichick.
Is it official?
No, that's just my opinion.
That's a whole
It's a
nother
source.
tangent.
And Tom Brady's coming back, according to Jack.
Well, yeah, it's just there's a lot of like connecting of dots to my imagination.
That Tom Brady's coming back?
Yes, that's kind of the final piece to the puzzle.
There's no
All
way you
right.
think that.
There is, bro. Like I
know
can't get over it.
We got time today. We got a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Explain
I
that theory.
gotta get back to work.
My
My
theory.
bad.
No, my theory is very simple. I think what Brady posted at the end of 2023, all these ski pictures hanging out with his family and, enjoying time, miss time with your kids. And at the end of that paragraph, it says, P.S. I was about to come out of retirement, but then my friends threw me a retirement party, so I kind of was forced into the hand. And I sit here today, and there's no better option for the New England Patriots at quarterback than Tom Brady. And if you're going to want to do a last dance, if you're going to want to have this old jolly, celebration, I can't sleep at night knowing that Brady left the Patriots, went and won a Super Bowl with Tampa Bay, and we didn't get that final last dance that we
poor
all
you!
deserve.
You didn't get
I
great
yeah.
championship
Yeah.
Patriots season.
But guess what?
You don't get to complain
Tom Brady
about
comes back to the
anything at
NFL
all.
right now.
You don't get
and
to
he's the best
complain
quarterback.
about anything at all.
I'm
ever
allowed
in
to
terms of the
complain.
NFL.
I am
you're
allowed
not.
to
No,
complain.
No, you're not. That's
Well,
cultural appropriation.
Bill
to all the
Belichick is
people
about to get
who root
fired,
for
right?
bad teams.
Yes.
So let's speak about NBA coaches that are on a hot seat, right?
Great segue.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. You know
Hold
what I
on,
mean?
hold
But see, you got the guy in Detroit, Monty Williams.
Yeah.
Who else is on the hot seat?
Darvin Ham.
Griffin,
I think Jock Vaughn should be.
Jock Vaughn. Why?
The Nets' defensive schemes make zero sense whatsoever. They cannot decide if they want to do a drop, if they want to do a switch. They don't play their personnel right. They were playing the Blazers the other night, and they were blitzing on every single screen, despite playing Dennis Smith Jr., who was signed to be a defensive stopper, and they were just leaving Portland Trailblazers wide open to shoot, and they were hitting the shot every single time. There was no adjustment whatsoever. I like to give coaches the benefit of the doubt. That loss was on the coaching staff. They won in every single metric in that game, almost every single metric. It's set for 3-point percentage. The Blazers shot 52% from three, and that happened because they were blitzing on every single screen and would not adjust, even though time and time again the Blazers showed that they could hit shots.
Shout out to Colin, the only person that watching Nets basketball.
Sure, and I get paid to do it. Don't
I was
forget.
about to be like, yo, so how do the Nets get back to that championship type team?
It'll happen sooner than people think
Yeah.
because they don't control their picks, so it makes no sense for them to tank. So, and they have guys who are like Mikal Bridges is not like young. He's 27. People don't realize people think he's like young for whatever reason. He's not. He played 3 years in college. They are gonna what
He's
this
26?
year is. He's 26 or 27.
Wow,
What
that's
this
older
year
than
is-
Jason Tatum.
Fucking Cam Johnson's older than him too. But what this year is a tryout for the Nets
Yeah.
to see who do they want to package for a star down the road, or who do they want to package for picks and then trade those picks for a star. They have Royce O'Neal, great player. He's on an expiring contract, though, and he's a win-now player. He's a veteran. Same with Spencer Dinwiddie. Dorian Finney-Smith, 2 years on his contract, maybe hold on to that. No one knows.
Time to talk about teams that matter. The Lakers.
Oh, boy.
So it's Darvin Ham on the
Teams
hot
that
seat.
suck.
And here's my thing about Darvin Ham. I just don't understand. You have AD, who's playing majority of the games this year. You have LeBron, who's looked very good this year and healthy. And when you look at the Lakers now, they won the play-in. You thought they had some type of chemistry. But the problem is people are mad about Darvin Ham's lineups. People are mad about his loyalty to D'Lo, but he finally put him on the bench. And then it's this whole resurrection of Cam Reddish in the 3-and-D, but it hasn't been really fucking paying off. I don't understand how a team can win the play-in tournament and have that much chemistry and success in the beginning of the season to drop to a 10 seed. It does not make any sense to me. And then you win, I think they won 5 games out of 10 at this point. They won, 5 games out of 11 at this point. And to me, I just don't understand how you can sit there and not think that this is not a problem. He went on, he said, I hate that people live and die by every game that we play. I'm like, bro, well, I get it.
Bro,
but
you coach in the NBA. That's what you signed up for.
and you're not coaching the Jazz.
Yep.
You're not coaching the Kings.
You're coaching LeBron James.
Coaching LeBron James in his last fucking stint. And you have Anthony Davis. It's time to win. And it's time to not be a playoff team. Yes, it is a marathon. It is a long season. You didn't even hit All-Star break yet. But at a certain point, you're going to have to say, all right, we got to turn this bitch on, and we got to keep it that way. Because you're going to go into the playoffs, and there's that one fucking team that everybody's trying to get past. And you know what? There's a man that can get 4 points a night that's the best player on their team, and they can win with fucking will. He doesn't even have to fucking score. But, he can when he needs to. So you need to be thinking about the long haul and not now. Darvin Ham, you are on the hot seat because you have talent, and you need to win now.
Well said.
Thanks.
You're talking about
got
Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves, right?
You said what?
When you say a guy that can score 4 points, his team's just still dominant.
No. But that is true. Shout out.
Can I bring this up about LeBron?
Go ahead.
I saw some, and this is not my opinion, but I saw some weird kind of tweet statistic or whatever. It's this idea that when LeBron wins the championship, it's great. He wins the championship, this big celebration. But when he doesn't win the championship, it's like every single thing in that specific team fails. And a couple of the role players, gone. The coach, gone. So it's like nobody wants to play with LeBron James. Nobody likes playing with LeBron James. No wonder Kyrie Irving didn't like playing with LeBron James. It's not my opinion. It's just an opinion out there. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts on that is you said Kyrie didn't like playing with him, right? Kyrie didn't like that because people started to say it was his fault. But when he went to the Celtics and that shit happened, he called LeBron and apologized like, oh, shit. Now I understand what it's like to be the big dog. I understand what it's like to be in your position. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, right? We all know that. But I think with LeBron, it's so much pressure because for him, it's win or bust.
Yep.
And, not only Darvin Ham when he's saying, you got to win every night, people live and die by that. if LeBron doesn't win or LeBron doesn't do something, the media takes it to the next fucking level. So it's just like, if LeBron's not winning, why isn't X, Y, and Z doing this and this? Like, if you think about it, I think a lot of times when you look at like KCP, right? KCP is a perfect example. I think he went to the Denver Nuggets and he flourished. And when he was on the Lakers, he was cool. But I think he's having a better stint with the Nuggets. And you know why? Because there isn't any expectation. There isn't any pressure to make a shot. You can just shoot. With LeBron, if you miss a motherfucking shot, get that motherfucker out of here. You see what's happening with D'Lo right now, right? D'Lo's making some poor shot selections, but rightfully so. If he misses a shot, people are over D'Lo. People hate D'Lo. So it's a different fucking environment when you're around LeBron and a different type of pressure.
I just think I'm not denying that there's not an added pressure, but if you're playing in the NBA, odds are you were that fucking guy in your hometown, you were that fucking guy in high school, you were that fucking guy in college. You're used to like you're a competitive fucking basketball player who wants to win and wants to be that guy. LeBron James gives you his chance to win every single year. I find it hard to believe that guys don't want to play with LeBron, that they're going to let that pressure get to them. They're not just guys who just want to like spot up and shoot. They want to fucking win. They play in the NBA.
I don't agree with that. I don't think everybody wants to win. I think people are talented and gifted, and they got to a certain point.
They want money. Yeah.
And they get
you
money.
get money by winning.
100%.
To a degree.
But there's levels, like, I think LeBron talks about this, right? He talks about there's guys in the NBA that can play, but they don't know the game of basketball or they don't understand it. So,
Yeah.
And then when you get to that point, that's
Kyle
why he
Kuzma.
likes to be on the court, because he can coach people, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, the will to win isn't in everybody. These motherfuckers got to that point because maybe they were selfish and they knew they were good. And then the first time in their life, they're facing adversity because you got people actually on the same playing level as you, and it's a different type of game. Your whole life, you've just been better than everybody. Been better than everybody in high school. You've been better than everybody in college. Now when you get to NBA, you're like, oh, shit. This guy might be actually better than me.
I think those people, but
confidence.
they don't last, and then they're gone, and it's like we're not like talking about them. Like the guy, like KCP, I believe wants to win, and is like that was just the example we're going off of.
He's the perfect championship.
Like what the mentality that you're describing seems like the mentality of a guy who's in the NBA for like 3 years. There are a few guys where their raw talent is good enough where they're allowed to stick around longer than that, or maybe they're a high draft pick and people are like, oh, maybe he's just got to figure it out, so he gets a benefit of the doubt for longer than he is. But if you have that mentality where you're just like, no, like I don't want to learn the game, like I don't want to win, I don't think you'll last.
I'll end with this. The D'Lo thing is a perfect example because obviously he wasn't there, so you watched his run when he was an all-star, right?
He was so good in Brooklyn.
Because he had the unofficial green light, and it didn't matter. He could do whatever he wanted.
Yeah.
Because, one, you know the Nets were going to win a championship. You knew that. And then if he missed a shot, it was like, all right, fuck it. You can pull up from fucking three on a fast break. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
You can't do that now. It's a different type of scenario. So
That's where I agree with you in terms of the pressure. The pressure is definitely different. I don't know. I just still believe in that mentality but agree with you on the pressure.
I feel like the Lakers just got to get back to hooping and like enjoying playing the game of basketball. You look at a team like Denver right now, and it just looks like they have fun playing the game. All those teammates around Jokic, they have built a beautiful squad around Jokic, which is why the Denver Nuggets are so good. You got a guy like MPJ, you got KCP, who's a championship kind of guy. And the Lakers have the squad. They won the in-season tournament. So I look at it, I'm like, what's happening? What's wrong here? It's just them not having the fun confidence to try and, compete on a night in, night out basis in the regular season.
Do you think that's something that changes with Darvin Ham as the coach, or could you realistically see them parting ways with him before the season ends, like during the regular season?
I don't know what it is, but I think that you have to be on notice at some point, right? Because,
hold people accountable.
You can't exactly. You can't just like, oh, it's fine.
No, like you won the in-season tournament and you refuse to win regular season games when they so-called don't matter. Well, they do, because then if you are a play-in team or you're a 7 seed going up against the Denver Nuggets in the first round, that might not age well for the Lakers. And they need to try and do everything in their power this season to make a championship run. LeBron James is gone at the end of this season for the Lakers. This is it for Los Angeles for a very long time. So if you're the Lakers, you go all in. And I don't know what all in means, but it means you got to figure it the hell out right now in this moment. And there's no time to waste.
Who would be a good coach for them? I know a lot of people recommend the Mark Jacksons of the world or stuff like that? Is there anybody quick that you guys think would be a good coach?
I mean, LeBron was champion Ty Lue. You want to fucking he was glazing, as they say.
No, if Darvin Ham gets fired, they move off him mid-season. There's no other option than to just have LeBron be the coach. I'm dead serious about that.
Come on, bro.
I'm not. There's no come on here. That's a factual thing.
What's this superstar whistle thing? What is this?
Oh, I think superstar whistles are beyond stupid.
What do you mean?
So, like, last night, I didn't watch the full game, but there was that stuff about the Lakers where they shot, like, a ton more free throws, and the Toronto coach freaked out. He was like, Scotty Barnes, like, didn't get enough whistles. He was like, I understand. Like superstar whistles, the whole idea where, like, a guy drives, and because it's Giannis or LeBron, and it looks like there was a foul, you just, like, call the whistle. We talk about this like, it's cool. No, it's fucking not. Why are all players not treated equally? I saw Giannis.
What are we doing?
I saw it. What do you mean? What are we doing? What do you mean? What are we doing?
That's the game.
Why?
That's what we do.
See, like that's just like an excuse that there's no like stock
Bro,
team. That's the game. That's what we do.
I'm
No.
saying-
Earn that
A foul is a foul. You should call it that way.
I feel
this
you.
is the dumbest.
But
I
it's
saw
Not because
Giannis,
a foul isn't a foul. There's no such thing as a silver lining foul in the NBA.
Yes, there
today.
is. It's
no,
when you
there's
hit a
not.
guy's arm.
No, the referees have ruined the game of basketball completely, and now we're in this weird area where we need to figure things out. We need to get the game back to where it should be, and the fact that a coach came on air last night and started yapping the way he did, that's what's wrong with the game. And that's not to say, what the Raptors did was bad. It's to say that there's something wrong with how referees are reffing games in the game.
Well, you should call a foul when it's a foul. You shouldn't say, oh, like I watched Giannis miss a wide open dunk at the Barclays Center 2 weeks ago. There was zero contact whatsoever because it's Giannis, foul. And people treat that like it's cool. It's not.
Bro, that's been a part of the game since like the beginning.
And then it fucking shouldn't be better. Like this is ridiculous.
People got favoritism. That's just how it works.
Well, it shouldn't be.
Look, Jordan's been getting those calls. Fucking Magic's been getting those calls. Bird's been getting those calls.
I understand the human
Iverson,
element of it, and that
Kobe, Shaq.
if you're a ref, you see that and you're like, okay, like benefit of the doubt. But we talk about it like it's acceptable. It shouldn't be acceptable, and it's the ref's fault.
I don't think it's acceptable. I just think that
We talk about it like it's really acceptable. Where it's like, oh, he's gonna get that. He gets that whistle. That's bullshit. It shouldn't.
But that's
be
how it works, though. That's just how it is. If you're
It shouldn't be. It
If you're a
shouldn't be.
superstar, you're going to get those calls.
Well, you shouldn't.
Yes,
That's just what it is.
that's the-
You're
that's
right.
the-
So should the Toronto Raptors just not even play defense? Because
you can pack your bags.
what the fuck are we doing here?
But Evan Turner talked about how they was in a series, right? It was the Sixers versus the Heat, and then he was just like, "Do you want to see the Sixers versus?" No, it was the Sixers versus the Celtics, I think. And it was like in the 7-game series, and then Evan Turner told him like, "Yo, they're not gonna let us win that fucking game, and we have to like blow them out to actually win that game because it gets close. They're gonna start swaying to the other team."
And that's
I agree with
that's
that.
fucked up.
That is fucked up.
The best
I
team
agree.
should win.
But if you're a superstar player, they're just gonna treat you different, bro. That's just how the game works. I don't know how to explain you.
I'm a realist, and I get that is the truth, but I
But
think
if
that
I feel
we're
like
way
but
too accepting of just
get that,
the
but-
game not being played fairly.
But there's a lot of whole shit in basketball. Like
Yes.
there just is like not even just fouls, just bullshit all around when it comes to that sport. So like if that's the case, you might as well just stop watching the NBA.
You're right. I just the fact that superstar whistle is like a whole concept means that it's too accepted that we just talk about it.
Remember the clip when he was like, "Yo, Jordan, is that a foul?" And he gave fucking Jordan the foul call.
Yeah, that's horseshit.
That's
That's horseshit.
bullshit. But the refs be glazing too.
Well,
So-
we shouldn't just let it happen, is what I'm saying.
Listen,
We got to call refs out on this horseshit.
We do. We say y'all
And that's
suck.
why-
Y'all horrible.
Well,
And they still don't
he just
change.
said,
And then-
he
and
just
then
said
when
that
the
shit with the
coaches do it-
Raptors guy was bad for basketball. No, that was fucking great.
no, he said the refs
I
have
didn't
ruined
say
basketball.
Yeah,
He
I
said
didn't
that.
say that. What the Raptors guy, the coach coming on there and saying
Well,
that
I
he was
didn't
supposed to do
understand
that.
what you were saying
What
at all.
what I
You're
was
screaming
sorry.
in my ear.
What I was trying to say is that what the Raptors coach was saying, that's what's wrong with the game of basketball in terms of why are we having these problems right now?
So what provoked him to say that is wrong. What went on the floor?
Correct.
Okay, I agree with you on
What
that.
does LeBron say? LeBron said, "I think they fouled and we didn't." That's what I want to. All right, let's play this game so we get the fuck out of here. Go ahead.
Oh, is this me?
Jack, I challenge you to say 5 nice things about Nikola Jokic because you clearly don't like the guy.
All right. I had to do my
your
homework for
best.
this. Definitely had to do my homework for this. So 5 things I like about Nikola Jokic.
Yeah.
Well, I actually got some help because it was a very difficult thing for me to
So
do.
you cheated.
If you want to label it cheating, you can label it cheating. It was more of an open discussion. I posted on my Snapchat story. I said, swipe up with 5 things you like about Nikola Jokic. The first thing I got was, my hero is cute, athletic, smart, tall, and gracious. But my 5 are this. 1, he's a great passer. 2, he makes heroic shots. His heroic shot-making ability.
Interesting.
He makes circus shots, right?
Okay, he does.
With the ugliest form.
Okay.
And only the great ones can truly do that.
A backhanded compliment, but yeah.
He is the most fundamentally sound player in the NBA, which is always the player that everyone hates. I'm going to relate it to one of my best friends in high school, Alex Mogel, who was the most fundamentally sound basketball player you've ever seen. He would, do 7 pump fakes. He was just this horrible lefty basketball player. We all hated him. I don't like fundamentals in basketball. Nikola Jokic is the best, most
Tim
fundamentally sound player in the game right
7
now.
pump fakes.
That's crazy.
Sounds like a 2K move.
Yeah, it's like, it's one of those.
It's always that 7th one that.
But
gets
then
a
when
guy
you're
off
wide
his
open
feet.
in the corner, he ain't giving you that. He's
They're
giving
like,
you a
he
pump.
might fake it 6 times, but he won't 7.
Exactly. Okay.
That would be crazy.
The 4th thing I like about Nikola Jokic is a dad. And, honestly, he just loves horses, and that's wholesome to me. So that's another thing. And my 5th and final thing, or I got 2, actually. The main one is, not only did he win a title, he was able to win it the right way. And by win it the right way, I mean the Golden State Warrior way, where you get drafted to a place and then just build it from the ground up. The Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown way, hopefully in 2024.
Okay.
We need to
Started
see
that
it, but
sentence, I was like, what?
Denver and what Jokic has been able to do, winning a championship from the ground up, that is respect, not going somewhere else and winning a championship. So I like that about Jokic. And apparently he's never been arrested, at least in the United States. At least in the United States.
He's a good Christian man.
But 5 things I don't like about Nikola Jokic are, he's slow, he's fat, he's European, he doesn't care about the game, and he's going to retire in 4 years.
Can you do, I'll knock it down to 3. 3 things that Jason Tatum needs to be better at. Because you talk about him like he's the second coming of Christ.
I like that. 3 things he needs to do better at. Just make that shot in the final moment. It's right on your fingertips. Clutch gene, I know he has it in him. It's just about executing when it matters most. And I don't know. He's had the moments where it's mattered most, and he's come up short. But this year it changes. Let's see. What else? Take it to the hoop.
Yes.
That entire first half should be going to the rack.
More aggressive.
And his best first half, he'll go 4 for 8 from 3-pointer, but that's because his first 4 shots were all taking it to the hoop and getting to the line.
That's what I was that was shot selection.
So shot selection, okay. He's a good passer. He's actually a very good underrated passer, Jason Tatum is. But I think it's just about getting the job done and finding your way and will to win when it matters most, in the brightest of the lights. You're the best team in the league. You're the best player in the league. Job's not finished. Get it done. But I'm going to say this about Jason Tatum. What Colin Cowherd said about Jason Tatum a couple of days ago was absolutely blasphemous, and it was one of the craziest things I've ever heard.
Right. That was a horrible
And as
take.
we all say a lot of crazy things. This is NBA media, and I think NBA media as a whole it's in a crazy time. But Colin Cowherd, he basically said that, Tatum wasn't as good as LeBron, Steph, and KD during the first part of Tatum's career, and now he's not as good as the young European guys. And so essentially, has Jason Tatum's window closed? Did it close 2 years ago? Did Jason Tatum's window close 2 years ago? I think that's the most ridiculous saying of all time, because LeBron James won his first championship at 27. Steph Curry won his first championship at 27. Michael Jordan won his first championship at 28, and Kevin Durant won his first championship at 28. Those are 4 guys in NBA history that I put at the top. Most talented, in my opinion, those 4 guys, right? Jason Tatum's 25. He's going to be 26 when he's playing in the NBA Finals in 2024. Jason Tatum wins his first championship at 26, and to think that his window has closed and he's 25 years old, what do you want the guy to fail? Do you want him to? That's a disgrace to the game.
Well, I do.
Don't bring up Jokic here.
Like Coward is horribly informed about things that aren't football.
He said
he's a smart guy.
He's bad at football.
But
too.
he
said that Josh Rosen was better than Lamar Jackson.
He was talking about baseball, and he said they were talking about how many picks you should trade for Ohtani. You cannot trade draft picks in baseball. They had a whole ass conversation about that on TV.
Jay from TikTok said Tatum's not even in his prime yet.
I don't hate that take.
That's not a bad take.
It's
not a bad take.
So how do you say that his championship window has closed?
I'll tell you how you say it. You say it because you're trying to stir people up who are from Boston and you want more people to watch your show. That's how he says it.
Yeah.
That's it. There's no legitimate argument.
I think he gets in these things where he
willing
thinks
to hear
on
it
something and he goes down like a rabbit hole too much. And he's thinking too much about the Europeans coming into the league and just forgets the fact that 25.
Why are we
and
acting
a top
like
10
Luka is
player.
better than Jason Tatum? There's nothing that Luka Doncic has done to prove that he's better than Tatum.
Game.
He's done a lot. But.
Guess the team.
All right. Sorry. Yeah. All right. So we are going to play Guess the Team. I'm curious if you guys know what teams these guys play for. Are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Seth Curry.
Seth?
He's on the Mavericks.
Correct.
1 point for Jack.
Shake Milton.
He's not on the Sixers no more, right?
Nets.
Not on the Sixers no more?
And not on the Sixers.
Milton, bro. Utah?
He's got one of the
Blazers.
best. No, he's got the best story behind why his nickname is his nickname. Look it up if you haven't.
Shake Milton.
That doesn't help me decide what team he's on.
All right. He's on the Timberwolves.
Oh, shit.
Would have never get that.
I'm going to do like a 10-second cap. All right. Doug McDermott.
He was
Bulls.
Bulls, right?
Kings. Pacers.
Doug McDermott. OKC? Sacramento?
He was on the Bulls, though, right?
He's been a Spur for at least 3 years.
Oh, my God.
And Mason Plumlee.
Detroit.
Are
Brooklyn.
you sure about this one? This is one of Condo's. I'm not sure this is
I believe so.
Gondo wrote the wrong. Mason
I
Plumlee's been on too many teams.
I went through all the rosters to find this out, unless it happened the last week.
No, you're right. Yeah.
Okay.
So, don't know Plumlee?
No.
Clippers.
Oh, shit.
Boban Marjanovic. Is that how you say it? I don't know.
He's not on Rockets?
Correct.
Yeah.
You keeping track of the points?
Yep. It's
I think it's
1-1.
1-1.
All right. Marcus Morris.
Clippers. Heat.
Pistons. No, Memphis, right?
Marcus Morris.
I don't think he's ever been Grizzly.
Lakers. Heat. No, I just said Heat.
Philadelphia 76ers.
I
Part of the
knew that,
Harden
bro.
trade.
I knew that.
Why'd you
Markieff.
guess 3 other teams then?
Yeah. Markieff
I only got
Morris.
3
His
teams
He's
brother.
on one of those teams. I know that.
Markieff.
Bro, I say Lakers,
the
Heat,
brother?
Clippers
Yes.
every time.
Heat?
Oh, you guys are killing me.
Clippers?
Markieff Morris?
Oh, you're not on Celtics?
Not anymore, bro. That was like 7 years ago.
I have no clue.
I don't either.
Dallas Mavericks came over and he was in Brooklyn. He came on the Kyrie trade.
We do not watch ball.
You don't. Otto Porter Jr.
Raptors.
Yeah. You saw he just
Yeah.
got his ring. I know you.
I was lacking. I would have got that one.
James Johnson.
Oh, Pacers.
Right. Yeah. No. You got those both?
Yep. JBobby's starting to heat up.
All right,
now.
3-1. I got
Joe
You gotta lock
Ingles.
in.
Joe Ingles.
He's not on Utah. He's not on Minnesota.
He was never on Minnesota.
We've talked about this on the show and how surprising it is that he's on this team.
Detroit. Portland. You guys suck. Joe Ingles.
The Orlando Magic.
I was going to say that.
But you didn't.
I wasn't.
Danilo Gallinari.
Oh, he just got traded from the Celtics. The Wizards.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
How's he still in the league?
2 more.
I don't know. He got injured
It's
too.
big for Jack. Down
Sadiq
by
Bey.
1, 2 left.
Oh, Hawks.
That may be the
That might be the
dagger.
one that locks it up for JBobby.
This one's for
JBobby.
Kondo.
Oh, we're
Ish.
playing a 5. Relax.
No,
it's
it's the
4-2.
last one. Ish Smith, or I could come out with something.
Detroit.
No.
He's not on Nuggets anymore.
Ish Smith.
Utah
Hawks.
Jazz.
Brooklyn Nets.
Utah
Hawks.
Jazz.
Nah.
Utah Jazz.
Ish
Cleveland Cavaliers.
No.
No. Let us fight. Let us fight. Let us fight. We gonna get this one. Ish Smith.
What's the score? What's the score?
Ish Smith.
I'm up
You are a Portland Trailblazer.
No, he's not.
4-2 JBobby.
4-2. We'll play to 5. I can
Ish
freestyle
Smith.
on no-name players for a while.
Kings.
No.
Memphis.
Bulls?
Is he in the East or the West?
The East.
I mean Nets.
No.
Ish Smith.
Sixers. No. It's
Bucks?
like a team on the.
I don't fucking know.
It's like one of the teams in the Hawks division.
The Charlotte Hornets.
Wow, I would have never guessed that.
Didn't even know the Charlotte Hornets still had an NBA team. No, I'm kidding.
Malcolm Brogdon.
Portland.
Correct. About.
This is cheating now.
Well, now
I
you,
won
said
the
you,
game.
you said you wanted to go to
Nah,
5.
hell no.
I
I
forgot
Yeah,
he
4 to
was
3.
so
4 to
good.
3. Yep.
Fuck.
I won. I don't care what nobody says.
4 to 3. To 5.
I don't look up. I wonder where this guy's at these days. Omer, you're at 7.
Nah.
All right, come on.
Nah.
That's
He
been
was
another
a-
episode
he was a
of Hard
beast
in the
at
Paint.
Georgetown.
I'll see you guys next week. Make sure you like and subscribe.
I don't even want to win this game anymore.
Peace out.